Okay, welcome to the show. This is 94.3 Radio 1, and with us on the show right now is Tara. Hi, Tara. How you doing?
Haley, it's so great to be here. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Now, talent comes in various forms, right? In this case, it's in Tara, who is 19 years old. She is just making some insane music. She's currently studying in Berkeley College of Music and is still releasing music in India and abroad as well. So kudos to you for doing that, by the way.
Thank
Usually some people,
you.
usually when they go to America, they just sort of stay there and release music over there. But I'm so glad you came back here, like at least for your break, and then you're releasing music while you're here. Now your new track, it's called Time of Our Lives, is out, right? It's going to be out very, very soon, in fact. And I heard the song, I got a little bit sneak peek of it. And I must say, it's a great, great tune, man. Awesome stuff. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm so happy to hear that.
Tell me about your journey, like when you started writing music and making music, and when you realized, okay, this is what I kind of want to do for the rest of my life.
So I started writing music when I was 13. That's when I wrote my first song. And
Wow.
I was never a musician, but I was always a writer. That was just how I used to express myself. And so it
Hmm.
always started with verses. It started with, oh, I have this line in my head, and this has to turn into a song somehow. I don't know how. But I just had that determination of, oh, like these things that I'm writing down, somehow I need to make them tangible. And that's really how my music journey began, was through writing. And even now, when I say I'm a singer-songwriter, I always joke that if I could call myself a songwriter singer, I would, but singer-songwriter just sounds better.
I think it does, yeah. Songwriter, singer. Yeah, I think that's the first one works out too. So 13 years old, and how many songs have you released like so far?
I believe this is going to be the sixth single.
Sixth single, and you're gonna work on a. I mean, I want to talk about it a little bit later, but this song "Time of Our Lives." Tell me more about it. Like, what was the idea behind this entire track?
The whole idea behind this track was just a very feel-good road trip, laid-back, easygoing song. I like to say that I make feel-good pop music, and this is the definition of that.
Hmm.
It's very just like a mood booster, something that you can turn up on the radio and just like have the windows down, your hair flying as you're driving out of the city. That's what this song is.
Nice, nice. And where did this idea come from? Like, it was just like a spur of the moment thing, or where did it come from? Was it? I think
So
I read somewhere that you kind of got the melody on the guitar.
yes. So the first thing I ever thought of for the song was the hook. There's a little hook line that you listen to. It's like, "Da, na, 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 na." So that part is really, I was just messing around on my software and I
Hmm.
came up with that melody. And instantly I was like, okay, I'm feeling road trip. I'm feeling these like good vibes. And that's how I started writing the words to it. But everything started with that one hook melody line.
Nice. And I think you produced it. Who produced the song? Who engineered the song?
So I produced the demo, and then I was actually really lucky to work with a Nashville producer, Taylor Franklin. He is so awesome. He's done stuff that's been on the Billboard charts. He's amazing. And
Hmm.
so we would just be sitting, and time zones are crazy. So we would just be sitting on Zoom. It's 12 a.m. for me, and it's 10 a.m. for him, and it's like 12 hours apart, but we're just sitting on Zoom, and I'll be like, ooh, let's try this. And then he would try it out, and then I'll be like, oh, but maybe we should tweak it like this. So just producing remotely. And I think COVID really gave me that opportunity to be like, oh, there's so much that can be done remotely.
So when did you write the song then? It's been a while then.
It is, yeah. So I initially wrote it back, I think during lockdown. And then
Wow.
at that point, I'd already started growing accustomed to the idea that, oh, I do not need to limit myself to only working locally because
Hmm.
how much is happening online. And so that really inspired me to be like, okay, let me just find a producer who I think will fit this vibe. And so it was like, oh, Nashville, India, no problem. Because Zoom exists, because everything is online now. So that really encouraged me to look beyond and erase whatever boundaries existed.
I think the best thing about, I mean, best thing about COVID was that we realized that so much of our lives can be done like remotely, and we can do
Mm,
so much remotely. And I think it also kind of got a lot of people like creatively charged, right? People did so many things because they were so bored of just like sitting at home doing nothing.
for sure.
So I think this definitely gave that, even though it was one of the worst periods of our lives, like it was so boring and so bad, our mental health was going down, but somehow we all stuck on and we're here now. Um, what about the biggest challenge that you have? Any challenges like that you faced while you made this track?
Hmm. I think it's always when you're working with someone, it's
Hmm.
always kind of, it takes a while to figure out where the sweet spot is in terms of how you work together. So
Right,
initially it would take longer to be like, for me to express my ideas and then for the producer to be like, okay, I get exactly what you mean. So I
right.
think collaboration is always like, as soon as you get on the same page with each other and you're like, okay, this is how this person functions. And then it
Yeah.
became so easy. It felt so natural after that.
Right. I think working with the producer as well, you have to find the right one as well. Like in the sense, like
Mhm.
the one that you just get that vibe check. Like I like
Sure.
what you're doing. I think this is where it's gonna go. Yeah, and that's kind of hard to find. So I'm glad you did find like a producer that really, vibes with you and gets your drift.
Yes. Yeah.
Uh this song, as you said, is a road trip kind of song, like very adventure-y, like you want to go and have an adventure, right?
Mhm.
What is the biggest adventure that you've had in your life so far?
I honestly would have to say moving to Boston 6 months ago for Berkeley.
Uh-huh.
Because up until that point, this was my entire world. And now I'm like, oh my, like just taking an 18-hour flight and moving to a new city, a completely different side of the world. It felt so intimidating, but
Hmm.
at the end of it, everything was so worth it. Oh, am I gonna adjust to life there? And oh, I'm so used to Mumbai heat and it's gonna be so
Right.
cold there. Just the smallest little things. But I think just expanding your horizons, that has been the most amazing thing, just like moving away and starting almost like a new fresh page.
Amazing. Anything in particular, like any small adventure that you had in Boston that you want to talk about? Something that really like, wait, this is a crazy experience right now. Like I'm in Boston.
Hmm. I don't know if this is crazy, but every Sunday during the summer, they used to have this summer market thing
Uh-huh.
in the street right next to ours. So it was so fun to just go and just walk around, and there'd be like people from all different kinds of people, all there for different reasons, but everyone just walking around. It felt so wholesome and nice, and it almost felt like, oh, I do feel at home here.
Wow, that's so nice. I mean, I remember I went to Florida like a long time ago and we had a layover in Boston. And all I experienced was Boston just walking in the airport, like just on the other side. And it was so cold. As you said, it's
Yeah, oh my
so cold.
gosh. I'm so scared to go back because it's gonna be freezing. It's gonna be like minus 15 degrees or something. I'm not gonna be able to deal with that. But it's
Oh my God. All the very best for that, by the
thank
way.
you.
What's next, like, in the pipeline? I'm pretty sure you got some more songs you're going to release soon. What's next?
I do indeed have more songs. I actually have an album that's pretty much completed, mixing and mastering going on. And I'm just starting to think about, oh, when am I going to release this now? But I'm so excited. I cannot wait to share that with everyone.
This is your debut album, by the way, right?
Yes.
Amazing. And is it gonna have the same like the your previous six songs, or is it gonna have a completely huge set of tracks?
Oh, I think it might have this song, but I think it's going to be, other than that, it's going to be a completely new set of tracks.
Wow, we cannot wait for this. I mean, new album, new year. So I think we're gonna really,
Yes.
really, really enjoy this.
Thank
Uh,
you.
if you had to collaborate with any artist, suppose Indian or foreign, who would you want to collaborate, like your dream collaboration?
Ooh, you know what? This is a funny question because going to a music school and just getting to have
Yeah,
conversations with people, and then it'll randomly turn into a collaboration.
collaboration.
We'll
Yeah.
just be talking about our lives, and even just my roommate, she'll be writing a song, and then I'll be like, ooh, what if we said this? And so I think I don't know if I'm answering the question. I'm kind of figuring my way out of it, but I've had so many dream collaborations just in the last 6 months of being at music school.
Right. That's a very diplomatic answer, by the way. You didn't give me a name. I want a name.
Ooh. Hmm. I think right now I have been obsessed with Lizzie McAlpine. She
Hmm.
is amazing. She also went to Berkeley for 2 years, so I just feel that really personal connection with her. Just working with her someday would be absolutely amazing.
Can't wait for that. I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen one day because you're in, Berkeley and stuff like that. So it's very easy. I have a question though. Like you said that you have your roommates and everything. How is the competition also happen? Like, is there a lot of competition at the same time, or is it just
That
collaboration?
That is a great question. I was so intimidated going into it, being like, I'm just one person out of 7,000
Yeah.
extremely talented musicians. Am I going to feel insecure? Are these people going to be very competitive? But you know what I realized within the first week of being there is everyone has so much empathy for each other because we're all trying to be where we all have similar goals, we have similar
Mm,
dreams, and we're all united by, oh, like I would do anything for music. And so, in fact, I think it's the opposite. I've never felt more safe, which is the
right.
weirdest thing ever because I would have definitely expected to feel competitive or insecure.
I think that's so beautiful because you think that in a college, as you said, of 7,000 people, you have like so much competition. People like, hey, I want to get that song, or like, I want to rip the song off. That happens sometimes. So I'm just glad you guys feel so safe in there. And here's hoping it always continues like that. And no one really rips off anyone else's songs over there.
Yeah, I hope not.
My last question would be, this is a very random question. I don't know why I just thought about it. But if you had like one day left on this earth, what would you do? Like, walk me through that entire day.
Ooh, wow, that is a random question,
I
but
don't
I
know why.
like it. I would, I think lately I've been starting to realize that life is about so much more than productivity. So I would honestly, I would wake up, I would pick up the guitar, just like strum a bit, just create for the sake of creating. Because when you're a
Mhm.
musician, it can get very like, oh, I have to write a song today, or I have to write a song that people are gonna like. But
Mhm.
just going back to I just create music because this feels like the purest thing in the world to me.
Right.
And then maybe just be with the people I love, just tell them I'm grateful for them and explore. I love traveling. Maybe just like go on a road trip and listen to Time of Our Life.
Love it. That's a nice answer. That's a great one. All right. Thank you so much, Tara, for joining me on the show. It's been such a pleasure
Thank
talking to you.
you.
And well, her new track, it's called Time of Our Lives, is out very, very soon. And will be playing on our station as well, hopefully. And at the same time, we can't wait to see more music come from you. And looking forward to the new album that's going to be out soon. Do we have a date, by the way, for the album? Or is it
Ooh, not yet, but
okay?
I will hopefully announce that soon.
We'll all be looking forward to that. Have a great, great day, Tara, and Happy New Year again.
Thank you. Happy New Year.
Sweet. Yeah, we're done.
Awesome.